Daniel never thought one morning could destroy his entire life. He woke up early, picked up his phone, and saw hundreds of notifications. At first, he thought something had happened at work. But when he opened the messages, his heart stopped. People were sharing a post written by his own mother. The words were simple, but they destroyed him. My son left his dying father when he needed him the most. Thousands of people had already seen it. Friends, old neighbors, and even family members were commenting. They called Daniel selfish. They said he had no heart. They said his father spent his final days waiting for a son who never came. But nobody knew the truth. Nobody knew that Daniel had spent years trying to contact his father. He had called many times. He had sent messages. He had even visited his father's house. But every time, his mother gave him the same answer. Your father does not want to see you. Daniel believed her because she was his mother. Now she was telling the whole world that he abandoned his father. The pain was not only from the public hate. The worst part was knowing his father was gone, and he never got the chance to explain himself. For days, Daniel stayed silent. He did not fight back. He did not answer the angry messages, because his father once told him something important. Sometimes the truth needs time before people are ready to hear it. After the funeral, Daniel returned to his father's old house to collect his belongings. While searching through an old cabinet, he found a small locked box covered with dust. Inside was an old phone. The phone was from 2004. Daniel almost threw it away, but then he noticed something. There was one saved message that had never been opened. His hand started shaking as he read the first line. Daniel, if you are reading this, it means I cannot tell you the truth myself. Daniel froze. For 20 years, someone had hidden this message from him, and now it was about to reveal everything. Daniel sat alone in his father's old house, staring at the old phone in his hands. The message from 2004 was only the beginning. His heart was beating faster as he opened the next messages saved on the device. Most of them were between his father and someone named Michael, an old family friend. Daniel expected to find anger. He expected to find proof that his father wanted nothing to do with him. But instead, he found something that changed everything. His father had been trying to reach him. Again and again, one message said, I miss my son. I need him to know I never stopped loving him. Daniel felt tears in his eyes. For years, he believed his father had forgotten him. But the truth was different. Someone had made sure they stayed apart. As Daniel continued reading, he discovered that his father had written dozens of messages. He had planned birthdays, family meetings, and even a trip where he hoped they could finally repair their relationship. But every plan failed. Every meeting was canceled. Every message disappeared. Daniel looked around the empty house and realized something terrible. His father was not ignoring him. Someone was blocking him. Then he found a message that made him stop breathing. It was written only a few months after Daniel moved away. I think someone is hiding my messages from Daniel. I need to find out why. Daniel's hands became cold. His mother always told him his father was the one who pushed him away. But the phone was telling a completely different story. Before leaving the house, Daniel searched deeper and found another hidden file. Inside was a photo of a document and a short voice recording. The recording was damaged, but one sentence was clear. His father's voice said, If Daniel ever learns the truth, he will understand why I stayed silent. Daniel knew at that moment. His father had been protecting a secret his mother never wanted him to discover. Daniel spent the entire night inside his father's house. He could not sleep. Every message on the old phone opened another painful memory. For 20 years, he believed his father had chosen to leave him behind. Now he discovered the opposite. His father had been searching for him. The next morning, Daniel followed the clues hidden inside the old phone. One message mentioned a storage box that his father kept in a small garage outside the city. Daniel drove there with one question in his mind. What was his mother hiding? Inside the old storage room, Daniel found a dusty box with his name written on it. The box contained old letters, family photos, and documents that he had never seen before. Among the papers was a stack of return letters. They were all addressed to Daniel. Birthday cards, Father's Day letters, apology notes. His father had written to him, every year. But every letter had been returned. Daniel felt a deep pain inside his heart. Someone had made sure he never received them. Then he found something even more shocking. A copy of a message his mother sent to his father years ago. The message said, "Daniel does not want contact with you. Please stop trying." Daniel stared at the screen. Those words were not from him. His mother had spoken for him. She had taken his voice away. For years, she made his father believe Daniel hated him, and she made Daniel believe his father did not care. Two people who loved each other were separated by one person's lies. But there was still one question. Why would his mother do this? What was she trying to protect? Daniel searched through the final documents in the box. Then he found a folder marked with one date, 2004. Inside was a report that explained everything. A report that his father had tried to hide for Daniel's safety. And when Daniel read the first page, he finally understood why his father was afraid. Daniel looked at the report again and again, hoping he had misunderstood it. But the truth was clear. In 2004, his father had discovered that someone inside the family was secretly using his name and money without permission. The person behind it was his mother. She had hidden financial problems for years and created a false story to protect herself. When Daniel's father found out, he wanted to tell Daniel everything. But before he could, his mother made a different plan. She convinced Daniel that his father was angry with him. She told his father that Daniel wanted nothing to do with him. Both father and son were trapped in the same lie. Daniel sat quietly, holding the report in his hands. The person who told the world he abandoned his father was the same person who kept them apart. For the first time, Daniel understood why his father stayed silent. He was afraid that fighting back would destroy the family completely. But now his father was gone, and the truth was the only thing left. Daniel decided he would no longer hide. He recorded a video explaining everything. He showed the old phone. He showed the messages. He showed the letters his father wrote, but never reached him. Then he shared the most important message from 2004. "Daniel, if you ever think I stopped loving you, please know that was never true." Within hours, the video spread everywhere. The same people who had attacked Daniel began watching in silence. His relatives called him. His old friends apologized. Everyone started asking the same question. How could we believe the wrong person for so many years? But Daniel knew the story was not finished, because after the video went public, his mother called him. Her voice was different. She was not angry. She was scared. And before ending the call, she said something that shocked Daniel. "There's something else your father never told you." Daniel realized the truth had another hidden layer. After the phone call, Daniel could not stop thinking about his mother's words. "There is something else your father never told you." For years, she had created lies about his father. Now, for the first time, Daniel wondered if there was another secret hidden behind everything. The next day, his mother arrived at his father's old house. She looked different. The confidence she showed online was gone. She did not come to fight. She came to ask Daniel for one thing. "Please delete the video," she said. Daniel looked at her with disappointment. "You spent years making everyone hate me. Why should I hide the truth now?" His mother stayed silent. Then she admitted something she had never said before. She had not only hidden the messages, she had hidden the final years of Daniel's father's life. She explained that after the truth from 2004 was discovered, his father wanted to tell Daniel everything. But she was afraid of losing her family, her reputation, and everything she had built. So she continued to lie. Daniel asked a question that had been hurting him for years. "Did Dad ever stop loving me?" His mother looked down. No. That single word broke something inside Daniel. Then she gave him a small envelope. She said his father left it with her before he died. Daniel opened it slowly. Inside was a handwritten letter. The first line made his eyes fill with tears. "My son, if you are reading this, then the truth finally reached you." His father explained that he never blamed Daniel. He knew his son was pushed away by lies. He wrote that he wanted Daniel to have a happy life, even if they never got another chance. But the last sentence was the one Daniel remembered forever. "Do not waste your heart trying to punish people. Let the truth speak for itself." Daniel realized his father's final gift was not revenge. It was freedom. But before he could close the letter, he noticed one more thing. A hidden name written at the bottom. A person who knew the entire truth all along. Daniel stared at the name written at the bottom of his father's letter. It was someone he never expected. Michael, the same person whose messages were saved on the old phone. Daniel immediately contacted him. When Michael arrived, he carried a small folder that he had kept hidden for 20 years. He explained that Daniel's father asked him to protect the evidence until Daniel was ready to know the truth. Inside the folder were old recordings, documents, and one final video message from his father. Daniel watched the video with tears in his eyes. His father looked weak, but his smile was warm. "Daniel, if you are watching this, I want you to know one thing. I never left you. I was always waiting for you." Those words were the ones Daniel had needed to hear his entire life. The video revealed that his father spent years trying to reconnect, but he chose peace instead of destroying the family with anger. He wanted Daniel to learn the truth, but he never wanted his son to carry hate in his heart. After the video was released, everyone finally understood what happened. The people who called Daniel a terrible son apologized. The relatives who believed the lies admitted they were wrong. His mother lost the trust of the people around her because the truth could no longer be hidden. But Daniel did not celebrate her pain. He simply walked away. Months later, Daniel visited his father's grave. He placed the old phone beside the flowers and whispered, "I finally know the truth, Dad." For years, Daniel thought he lost his father because he was not loved. Now he knew the real reason. They were separated by lies, not by a lack of love. The 2004 text message did not just clear Daniel's name. It gave him back the final piece of his father's heart. And sometimes the truth may arrive years later, but it always finds a person who needs it most.